The day I raised my American flag in my front yard, everything flipped like a switch nobody warned me about. 2 days. That's how long the flag stood before the HOA Karen squad marched up my driveway like they were invading Normandy. Clipboard, sunglasses, superiority complex radiating like microwave heat. The leader, Marjorie, queen of cul-de-sacs and community drama, tapped my flagpole with her pen and said, "That pole violates height code for B. Remove it within 72 hours or face fines." I laughed. I honestly thought she was joking. A flagpole? Too tall? In America? I told her it stays. She smirked like I just challenged the Roman Empire with a butter knife. I never planned on going to war with my HOA. I'm just a regular dude, coffee at 7 a.m., work by 9. Mow my lawn on Sundays like every other tax-paying zombie. Comment which state you tuned in from. I would love to know. Next morning, BAM. $500 fine in my mailbox. Next day, another. Week later, they threatened legal action. Over a flag. The symbol of the country they were abusing rules in. That's when something inside me snapped. Not anger. Strategy. If they wanted to turn my home into a battleground, I was done fighting with pebbles. I was firing missiles. I spent 2 nights researching property rights, constitutional display laws, municipal codes. Turns out, you can't ban someone from displaying a flag if it complies with federal respect guidelines, but you can regulate the pole. So fine, if they want to fight my pole, I'll give them something way bigger. I hired roof painters, actual pros, and over the next week, under tarps taller than Karen's ego, we transformed my boring gray shingles into one massive American flag. 13 stripes, 50 stars, bright enough to blind satellites, visible from Google Earth. The morning the tarps came off, oh man, if I could bottle Karen's scream, I'd power a city. Cars slowed, neighbors cheered, drones flew overhead like it was July 4th and Area 51 had a baby. HOA tried calling cops, City Hall, probably the Pentagon. But legally, I was bulletproof. Free speech. Historical protection. They couldn't touch me without suing the U.S. Constitution. And that's when I uncovered something even bigger. Something rotten beneath this whole stupid flag war. Because when I checked county files, guess what? The HOA didn't just enforce rules. They owned an annexed chunk of my backyard illegally for years. And I had just blown them wide open. End of chapter 1. Next week's meeting felt like a courtroom drama dipped in gasoline. Karen's crew sat stiff like mannequins. I walked in with a binder thick enough to bruise someone. Inside it, property records, boundary maps, emails they thought were deleted. For years, the HOA extended their jurisdiction line behind my house by 14 feet. My land, no permission, no paperwork. They'd built a walking path through it. Installed lighting, collected dues on something I owned. That flag fight wasn't about aesthetic violations. It was revenge for me catching them red-handed. I stood at the podium, hit them with the question that melted their faces. Why is the HOA profiting off property that belongs to me? Silence. You could hear fear drip. Karen stuttered, tried twisting blame into a pretzel. It was, clerical oversight. Sure. And I'm the CEO of NASA. I told them either they vacate MY land and repay dues with interest or I go public. Loud. Viral level loud. News channels love stories like this. HOA steals land, bans flag, loses spectacularly. I could already see the headline. That night, they emailed me a settlement. They paid back everything. Removed the walking path. Apologized in writing. Not a half sorry either, a full-page corporate crawl-on-your-knees apology. And the best part? They amended community rules. No HOA member can ban or restrict flag displays ever again. My roof still waves red, white, and blue. Not because I won, but because it reminded everyone on my street that a community isn't built by paperwork tyrants. It's built by people who actually give a damn. The moral? Sometimes the loudest way to fight injustice is to make it visible from space. And if Karen's binoculars still twitch toward my house every sunrise, good. Freedom looks better when it shines straight into a tyrant's window.